The feedback mad motherfucking real because it's another dope ass Wednesday.
Happy hump day to everybody.
Happy hump day from your favorite WCW. It's so lit though, right?
Always and forever. Why wouldn't it be?
Yes, and a lot has happened since last Wednesday. And I just want to make some shout outs. Shout out to Wu-Tang.
Ain't nothing to fuck
today is, I think today or yesterday was the 25th anniversary of Cream.
Right? Cash
Get
rules
the
everything.
Money, dollar bill, y'all. Yes.
I grew up on the crown side, the
New York Times side, staying alive was no job, right?
Second years, mom's bounce. All right, come on.
And it was happy birthday to
Rakim.
Yes.
His birthday's on the 28th. Come on, you already know, man. The Guardian,
I was
the best ever done did it. Don't test me. Don't do that, man.
Everything.
That's why you have me up here. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yes. So that was real major too. I think he's like in his 50s now, like damn near 60.
Probably. Or speaking of another
rapper.
For his age, he look good?
Yes, I think so.
He still could get it? He still could get it? From you? Nah, me. I ain't.
On the mustache. I think I'd make him another hit.
Yeah.
So what else is going on?
Speaking of 50-plus rappers, we had Jay-Z doing an interview out there on CNN. I forget the platform he was on, but he was talking about the black unemployment rate and all of that. And then our Presidente of these United States of America tweeted him talking about check the stats. Since he's been in office, he's claiming that he is the responsibility or the responsor or whatever you say that of the black employment rate being at an all-time low.
Do you believe that though?
I don't understand why we separating black and white unemployment. Unemployment should just be unemployment together. We should all be unemployed together. We shouldn't be segregated in unemployment and just checking the stats of who's doing better. I don't understand why we doing that. I don't know about if it's been at an all-time low since he's been in office and none of that. A lot of fake news is going out here nowadays, so I don't really know.
Only thing that I will say is everybody getting an OSHA card now.
Oh shit.
They building up the city real crazy.
What's an OSHA card?
OSHA card.
OSHA. I thought you said oh shit card. I said what the
shit? No OSHA card. But the OSHA card, it seems like everywhere I turn around, a lot of men, especially African American men, are going out for their OSHA card. And then not only that, they're building up Long Island City. Like everywhere you turn around, that whole Long Island City is under construction. So I'm not defending Trump, but I do remember him saying he was working on the infrastructure.
Yeah, maybe he does, because that's what he's in his bag. He does real estate. So
like I said, I'm not, but I do see a lot of people with their construction hats on getting paid, getting that guap, and they don't pay. I know they get like 2 G's a week or something like that.
All right, shit, kid. Nah, that. And it's tax season. And
hell yeah, it's tax season. Did you file? You know how many people came to me wanted to buy my children?
I know, that's right. You got like a whole plethora of children.
I have a whole fucking shoe and a half of children.
You have so many children, you can open your own rent center for children.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. I want all my change. So shout out to everyone. Do your taxes now. Yeah. You have less opportunity to get frauded out and stuff like that. If you are selling kids, make sure it's at a good price.
Hold on, wait a minute. Don't say it. You're making it sound so wrong. Selling kids? Like, what is this? You selling them into what? For the taxes, right? So, yeah. We gotta come on. We on these microphones. You know how they sound bite shit?
You selling the kid, all right? If you selling the kid, make sure you getting all your money back. Because there's people out there, you selling the kid, they only giving you a stack back. I think you should.
Or they might get low. You don't even see them again.
You want at least 5 G's for a child, per child.
Damn, man. Only in the hood, yo. You think white people doing this shit up in suburbia?
Hell yeah. They probably thought of the shit. We just now fucking catching on to the motherfucker.
All right, cool. Also in hot topic news, as we staying on these hot topics, the young lady, I don't know if she's still young now, her name is Jackson, the accuser of Tupac. Yeah. With the whole thing he was going through in New York, remember? He was going through his rape case in '94. Thank you, Engineer Short in there. And now we actually see her face and her voice. She's starting to do videos and interviews about what happened during that night and nights of her interacting with Tupac Shakur.
Yeah, she did the interview with Vlad TV. I didn't see the whole interview, I don't know, and I'm a woman, but I just don't feel the sincerity of it. I don't think it's real. I didn't think I think of it as real then. And a lot of people, when the new Tupac movie came out, everybody was talking about how it was a whack movie.
Nah, I didn't
Me
think that movie was
personally,
whack.
I thought it was dope
Yeah,
ass
it was
movie.
a lot of
The
jewels
reason
in that
why,
movie.
and the reason why a lot of
jewelry.
people were saying that the movie was whack because, oh well, he has speeches and he has this. We
Soon
see
to-
that already.
soon to
You can go to
come.
YouTube or Google Tupac and you're gonna see all his speeches, all everything.
You can't
This was
put the
supposed to
man
be-
life all in 2 hours. They want to break it down. This is one perspective of what somebody interacted with him, and they just shedding their light on the story.
But this
from
movie
their
was supposed to
perspective.
be the untold story, and what I thought was
All
so
the
dope.
stories is gonna be untold.
What I thought was so dope that you never, well, at least me, never saw about Tupac before was all the guys that people used to warn him about in the Notorious movie, even in the Funkmaster Flex rant. You know who you was dealing with.
Yeah.
It was always this big ass question mark of who he was dealing with. Always, nobody never said. That's how you know how gangster these motherfuckers was, because nobody ever name dropped. Nobody ever.
And I don't even think Shorty. I don't think she name dropped in the interview either.
And that movie finally put. Oh, so these are the motherfuckers. Now you had a name, a situation, a group. It was visual.
I don't.
I
don't think that was their real names in the movie though.
How that all coincide with the rape, and then how that all coincide with him getting shot up in Quad Studios. You heard about these events even when at the time, because I was alive and a Pac fan at that time. Even at the time, for it never meshed with each other. You just thought this nigga was out here wilding and getting to a shit one after another after another. Now they brought to life what really happened at that time with the rape, with him getting shot, and then who the people he was dealing with. So for her to come out now,
and what she said in the interview, it doesn't coincide what happened in the movie, because she's saying that he wasn't asleep, he was awake, and he was like, yo, I love you, I'm gonna share you with the homies and shit. And you know, just check out the video. I don't want to keep going.
I think she was a train wreck to begin with. First of all, you wasn't never no fucking victim. I mean, come on, let's keep it real. There's women out there, and I'm a woman. I've seen situations go down. Oh yeah, and a woman a chick will be really with the shits and get trained. I'm not saying Pac is all innocent.
I understand.
But I think she was with the shit.
But now that's like the temperature now. Everybody's with the Me Too movement, and it's just like, I'm like, when are we gonna really let him rest? Like, let that man rest in peace. You know what I mean? If you ain't got nothing good to say, then just keep it to yourself, especially after all these years, because it's been like 20 plus years now.
But I think it's a bigger agenda, because now they coming after Quincy Jones.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
What Quincy do?
They talking about how he has holes in every
As he should. I mean, look how old Quincy Jones
but I
is.
really
Get
think
it in,
it's deeper
nigga.
than this. I really think they trying to Bill Cosby this motherfucker though now. After everything he done accomplished in the music industry, now they trying to take that away from him.
He's still relevant though? No disrespect. Is he still relevant?
I think so.
Still,
I think so.
He's still part of a record label and everything like that? All right, because I know his son is QD3, right? He's the one that do all the documentaries.
So I really hope it's a bad joke. Because it's Bill Cosby, it's Russell Simmons, now Quincy.
Everybody,
and then that's gonna diminish everything he accomplished.
We gotta start separating the man or the woman from the art. Don't let what they do in a personal life diminish what they do in the art life.
And we gotta start sticking together. We gotta stop letting these outside forces come in between our leaders, our activists, our actors, our entertainers, our black men, period. Because on some real shit, I really think it's somebody white making up these memes, and then they pre-posting them, and then we the assholes reposting it and joking and shit like that.
They call it trolling, right?
Even with the fucking Monique situation, I really think that, you know what I'm saying? I really think it's somebody on the outside making these memes and shit like that. I don't know. I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I really feel like that's fucked up. We need to stick together. And even if it's some dirty laundry or whatever, we as a culture, as people of color, we need to not allow them to have the opportunity to air our dirty laundry, to talk shit about us, and we riding their coattails before we ride our own. Like, who doesn't have a crackhead uncle and shit like that? But I guarantee you, we're not gonna let a motherfucker outside of the house fuck with our family, crackhead or not.
Exactly.
And I think we need to do that as a people together. We need to.
So how do we do that as a people? How do we learn to unify and not be divided in these situations or situations? Because it seems like we getting our ass kicked all across the board. Even though we still
and we co-signing the shit. We right, wrong, or indifferent. We co-signing it. And I think we need to just stop and provide unity and stick together. Good, wrong, or bad. We deal with our own situations. Yeah. Who the fuck are you to be trying to put that on forefront?
But we all don't protest. We all don't march. Because even back then in the Martin Luther King era, and everybody black did not march and protest. Like I was talking to my grandparents and like people just staying home. Like nowadays, you just watch it on TV. Like everybody wasn't rallying back then. You know what I mean? It's just that we see it on TV and it make it look like the whole black community was involved, but everybody really wasn't involved back then either.
I think we need to come closer as a people and stop letting these outside forces dictate how we see our leaders, how we see our activists, how we see our poets, how we see our entertainers. We should be the only ones allowed to do that. Okay. Well, I think that's in the hot topics. We got an amazing show. We got the cast of Sons of KINGSTON
What's
in the building. What's going on? And we're going to talk about everything. No, it's Jamaica Queens.
Jamaica Queens. I thought it was Brooklyn. It's not Brooklyn? Queens, I stand corrected.
Look at that.
That's why I'm here. I'm here to learn. I'm here to learn. My fault.
Look at that.
I'm here to learn.
Yes.
As soon as I hear Jamaicans, I already think about Brooklyn and shit like that. My fault.
Nah,
my fault.
Jamaicans is everywhere. Jamaica Queens. That's why they got the whole. Yes, they everywhere.
That's why they here. So
we just came from Gun Hill. You know they everywhere. We was just eating whole fish.
Yeah, man, that bar. What was the name of that bar?
I forgot, but they had the free fish.
Memories?
Yeah. The free food every Wednesday. Yeah. Oh my God, you can smell that
how you know
shit.
About that? You know.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get to the show.
Let's get to the show, and we be right back, y'all. Yes. Yeah, we back at it like Craftmatics. We have an amazing show. We got the cast of the amazing web series Sons of KINGSTON in the building. Yes, everybody give a round of Y'all gotta get live.
Mud.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So mud man. Yes. So I love this web series. It's a whole bunch of action. It's real hood and gritty, and it gives you a different perspective and a different culture than what you might already see that has other web series that may be out there. So even though, I know Sons of KINGSTON have been out for a long time, but this is the first time I'm getting the opportunity to talk to y'all. So I would love to know who came up with this.
All right. Let's get right into it.
Yeah, please introduce yourself.
Definitely.
Yes.
My name is Jermaine, aka Miami. I'm the writer, director of Sons of KINGSTON, overall creator, but we'll just stick to the writer and director.
Okay.
Right? Sons of KINGSTON came about because I felt it was a need for us to tell our story. You know what I mean? You can't say New York without knowing a Haitian, a Jamaican, or guy, somebody from the Caribbean. So when I saw a lot of movies and films, taking place in New York, and you don't hear these other accents, I'm like, yo, come on, like that's not, we're being segmented out. So I was like, yo, I've been through a lot, I know a lot, so I have my story to tell. And then it just started from there. I wrote a story, casted for it. It wasn't even a bunch of like my boys, and we grew up in the same building. It was like, I knew a couple people, and I cast, and people were involved, and I just presented it in a way where people are like, yo, this guy is serious. And then from there, it's just 1 to 2 to 3, and once the ball start rolling, you attract people that are about the same business as you, and we here.
So you attracted these amazing people. So going down the line, I want everybody to introduce themselves, real name, your character's name, and your role in Sons of KINGSTON, please. And we can start this way, come around. Oh,
Queen.
You can start off
first. What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? My name is Banks. Most of y'all know me as Chase on Sons of KINGSTON, and my real name is Howard. What's up, y'all?
Yes.
My name is Donna.
Talk to the mic.
Donna Grant Neal, paid queen in Sons of Kingston.
Yes.
My real name is Tony Oberlin. I go by Switch. I play Detective Hogan. You're all under arrest.
Yeah, you don't know it's Deacon, a.k.a. Stunts in Sons of Kingston.
Boy, he sound like a real boy back there, don't he though? Yes. So you said you came up with this because you felt like the culture and it was missing in what was the web series that was already out there.
Yeah,
Is that correct?
Yes.
So did you base these characters off of people that you already know, or these is totally fictional characters?
What does Law and Order say? The stories are weird, real. The characters are fictional. No, the thing is, it's complete fiction in a sense, like the way things happen. But as far as the characters, they are people that you would meet in real life. They are people that I've come across, or people that I've heard about, or some of them are just different personalities you have. We all have. When we get mad, we're different from when we're happy. So it's a mixture of everything I've been exposed to and everything that I just want to tell a good story. So what I do, my thing is I use personalities. Instead of saying this character, I'm like, what would this person who thinks like this and this person who thinks like that, what would they do in this situation? And I let it play out. And then that gets crazy, because it's like anything can happen when you put a hothead and another hothead in the room.
Together.
It's like,
they clash.
yeah, clash.
Or they might could get along, and then it'd be even more crazier.
That too, yeah.
Because they feed off each other energy.
Absolutely.
So did you have like this casting call, or it came differently? Like, how did that process
The
work?
first one was an actual location casting call, and then the others we just did the virtual thing. So if you're interested in Sons of Kingston, you can log on to getthismovie.com/casting. You join, and then you'll be emailed with the directions and with a monologue. You read off the monologue, you do your thing, I review it, and we take it from there.
Now, were you guys casted like that? Like, can y'all share some of y'all stories on how you guys casted? I mean, y'all could go however y'all like.
Well, I guess I'll go. Well, for me, my cousin was the one watching the show first, and she's like, yo, cuz, I know you, so y'all actor and everything, so, yo, that Sons of Kingston, I think y'all gonna be great on the show. So I said, all right, let me check it out. So I check it out. I saw the first 2 episodes. I'm like, oh, this shit is fire, like the whole, and I'm like, this is remind me of Shatta. It's just the whole lane.
Yeah,
I love this.
See, you gotta slow down, because I was just about to say that, but I was trying to wait. I want everybody to get to know the characters themselves if they haven't already know y'all. Yes.
Yeah. And then he showed there's a couple of character breakdowns, and then I chose a character, and from there I auditioned for one, and the man was like, I like you for Chase, and he was like, Chase will be your character, and from there it's just been moved great.
And how you came about?
Well, I met Miami previously. He did some work from, but then I saw the, casting and actually I did a video.
Yeah,
she
went
sent me,
hard.
What was the video?
Yo,
was it
I think
ratchet?
she went the hardest. Like, she came down.
You had a whole monologue and
Yeah.
scene
They
type
sent me the
thing?
script. They sent like 3 different scripts, and I chose which one I wanted. So I thought it was gonna be this badass girl. I was like, yes. I got a gun and everything. I was like, Matrix, yes.
Yeah, she went hard. I saw this. I was like, she had her own gun. She's
Yes,
coming down
I
the
did.
steps. I was
Big
like,
gun.
Jesus. Oh, so you don't
Look,
play.
I was ready. So then, I was really interested. And I said, yeah. And he said, okay. And then he cast me. So I played Queen, of course. But actually, I have a different character, because my character is actually about I own a beauty salon. And of course, my brother over there, I always be protective of him, Now I'm even in jail because of him.
Yeah.
But it's a good series. I love it.
So does that say to you? I mean, I know you were acting and stuff like that, and maybe that could be your alter ego that you wish to be. But are you like that in real life? Like, are you?
I'm kind of protective. Yeah. I would
You
say
don't
that.
take no shit.
No.
No. And how about you guys?
Yeah, I got I met Broadway on set of Gotham. We were both extras playing prisoners.
So you've been on Gotham?
Yeah,
That's dope.
it was cool. It was a good experience. And then I see, we've been following each other and just giving each other props and shit through like social media and just keeping connection. So I saw that he was on the show Sons of Kingston, so I started following Sons of Kingston's page. I went on their YouTube a few times. They used to have the videos up for free. Now you gotta pay.
Yeah, that's right.
But
He was
pay
so
that,
mad
pay that.
love before he even got on the show.
So we watched a couple, and it was cool. And then I seen that they were hiring actors, so I just liked it. I think Broadway put in a good word for me when he saw that I hit like on it. And then they asked me to try out. I tried out, and they're like, we think you'd be good as a cop. So
yeah, I was just about to say, you play a cop. Like,
yeah.
How is that? I mean, you slamming people, you real nasty. Like, what's going on?
It's definitely different, which is kind of cool because it makes me feel like I'm really trying to put in like effort to act, and it's giving me like some good chops and stuff, and I get a lot of good direction from Miami. So
you be telling him to be ruthless and shit?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like the first day, he was just very nervous. You know what I mean? I guess he didn't know what to. We had him in Rosedale.
We had him.
It's like nothing
He was
but
actually a cop.
because he came prepared, dressed, and all that stuff. So
Badge and
but yeah, I give pointers, man. I like working with like raw talent, natural talent because I don't know, it gives, I guess I get to talk more in direction, but overall, like, I just like helping people, especially when they look at their before and then their after, and then they're like, yo, I appreciate it, and it's like, no problem to me, because I love to see people grow, so, yeah.
And I don't want to leave you out, so how did your role, or how you came about being on the show?
Yeah, I'm an artist, so I met Miami through music. He had a thing called Hype Life, the Hype Life Talent Showcase. Yeah, so I entered the showcase and I end up winning the prize and winning first place. And then he showed a video for me and right there and then he's like he's gonna start doing movies. So if I'm interested, he'll let me do a part in it. So I told him I'm interested. So he hit me up like a couple months after when he was about to start Sons of Kingston.
Years.
Long time.
Yeah, because I go through, because I meet people all the time, and when I did his video, we did like a little acting part of it where he got like kidnapped and beat up, something like that, and then I was like, oh, you could use him, and then it came about, a situation came about, and I thought he would be good for a certain character, so I was like, yeah, if you're interested, let me know. And he has like perseverance because at the showcase for some reason his CD wasn't playing and he's like, yo, I do it a cappella and the crowd went crazy. Usually people they'll buckle up and
you
he improvise.
Yeah,
so I like that he went hard, go hard, and you know.
I like that too.
So.
I like when people like when shit go wrong, they put a rabbit out their ass so quick you don't even know something went wrong, and it turns out actually better than if they came fully prepared and everything like that. Those are the special moments.
Those are the real artists.
Yeah,
artists
and it's special. It'd be more special, more intimate. I really think so. So you do all the writing. You don't have like a group of writers or anything like that.
No, not at the moment. Not saying I wouldn't want to, but you know, at this stage, you know, it looks good, and I'm glad people see it and they're like, oh, it looks professional, looks great, you know. But it's very hard to find like good help. You get what I'm saying? Like people will be good for like one show, two show, and then they start coming up with excuses and da 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 da. And you know what I mean? We don't got that power budget, so we got to make power moves still. And if you're not with the movements, the consistency of it, then might as well I just do the shit myself if you're not gonna be consistent, straight up.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, I seen there was other actors that was on previous seasons and stuff like that were on other web series. So I say that didn't work out, right?
You go straight for the gun.
I didn't say no names. I'm trying to be politically correct here.
It was cold and it got hot.
It just didn't work out.
Let's.
Yeah, wait, I was saying something about that the first day we were shooting because you had sent me that pic in the phone. You're like, oh, that guy's not on the show anymore. I was like, so anybody that's off the show ends up in my phone somehow. They're like a missing person. I'm like the new milk carton of the show.
Oh no, that was just. Part
of the story.
Yeah, but as you said, you have to be on your toes because shit happens.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But my thing is, I look at it. I'm used to being on teams, on basketball teams. So for a good team, even if you're losing, the chemistry got to be there because y'all got to be ready for the next game. So the goal is to have people that get along and they have the same goal at hand. You know what I mean? Respect for everyone, because one bad apple could spoil the whole bunch.
And plus, I think everybody involved in any project, they supposed to have love for the project. The project is supposed to be bigger than any individual that's involved.
Yeah. But sometimes people can front like it's for everyone, like they're about everyone, but then their actions show different. You get what I'm saying? So you got to be mindful for that. And if everyone is a team player and you just kind of like standing out, then you got to make adjustments, because you don't want to pay favoritism and sacrifice the whole team. It takes more than one person for this project to keep on.
Now, I know you jumped the gun a little bit. It does remind me of Ashatas, though. Like, I was sitting there. I was born Ashata. It was about to come out. Like, I'm like, oh my God, is it? Yeah. And I love Shatas. I love everything about it. And your characters is like that. They real big and memorable and straight in your face, and I loved it. The women too, like the women and the other characters other than you too that I seen were real strong and real not so dumb. Even if they had like a weak thing where somebody's getting smacked up, she turn around and be like, nigga, not like that, but you know what I'm saying. Like the women too. So I mean, what direction are you trying to go with the series?
I'm happy you pointed that out.
You
because I say that to everyone, where it's like, yo, it's not about how many lines you get, it's like how you deliver. Make yourself memorable. I remember one time Queen D, I'm gonna put you out there, say, how come I only have this little bit of line? I'm like, stop worrying about how much dialogue you have. Just when you're on screen, just not, if you only have a look, make sure that's the best look. Some people are like, yo, damn, I felt that stare. You know what I mean? So just deliver. But as far as the characters being memorable, like we don't do the whole improv thing. It's very rare that happens when we just got a situation happen. We gotta switch stuff up. But you get a script, you practice your script, and you make it believable. Yes. Like that's not you. This is your playtime right now. Because only a few of the actors in the series have acting is their thing. Like Chase is one of them. You know what I mean? But everyone else, this is their first thing, and they have a passion for it. They have they want to know more about it. You know what I mean? So this is their first time around. But yeah, if you're gonna do it, put your best foot forward, and everyone has been doing that. So I applaud them.
So whose idea was to take it from YouTube or the free platform and put it in? I'm sorry. What's the name of the?
Get this movie.
Get this movie. Yeah. Get this. What? How did that transition over? Who idea was that?
Dequan.
Talk about it.
Nah, it wasn't Dequan. It was Dequan. It's just his character always like stunting, so he'll probably just do that to get the money from it.
Okay. So.
And you'll set him up.
Director.
So how that came about? How did you find it? Because I never heard of that before until you guys.
Well, that was always my idea. Like, I look at it as, you know, for instance, you need a plug. You know what I mean? You need a plug. So if you always gotta depend on a middleman, then you never quite get the full amount. You get what I'm saying? So I looked at it as, okay, YouTube is cool, but YouTube is not paying any bread. And you get exposure, but at the end of the day, I want real fans. Like, I don't care about having hundreds and thousands of views and we can't afford to do the next one. It looks nice. I'm not with the hype. You know what I mean? So, and I want to take care of my guys. Like, if we film it, I want to be able to get some, get food. If you're going through tolls, I want to be able to cover your toll. You know what I mean? Little stuff like that. And the truth of it is, the only way to know if people really love your shit is if they come out of pocket.
Yeah.
Like I'm a strong believer of that. And then just like with artists and record label ain't grooming no artists. If you pop in, then they sign you. So if we already have our joint moving, then they'll be like, yo, we'll mess with y'all because now we have the bread to make it even better versus like, all right, we got to now test it to see if people really are going to buy it. You know what I mean? And a couple other things that I noticed about the industry, but that's just.
No, you're absolutely right. We talk about that all the time. There's no artist development anymore. Like sometimes people go to interviews and never been to an interview before, but nobody's grooming them for that. Nobody's grooming them to perform on stage. So when their song could be hot, but when they go on stage, the performance is dry as hell. So
I definitely agree though. It's because you know this, we've been spoiled by that one hit wonder thing.
Yeah.
Once you hit that one hit, that's it. They just throw you out there like, okay, it's time to get signed, time to do interviews, time to do all types of things.
And they push these people out there, and they don't have no type of etiquette, like etiquette classes or. But for the industry, I guess artist development or whatever. Yeah. So, speaking of developing your crafts is. Since you said there's only like a few actors that been on here who's acted before, but a lot more that hasn't. Did y'all start taking acting classes after, or since you've been on the show?
That's them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, because you already been on.
I mean, it's hard and just get it because Miami's tough. He definitely when we're on set. He's making sure that everything is together. He don't play. Yes, timing.
Yeah,
everything has to be.
I think that's important.
Because he lets you go over and over and over till you get it right, which is fine because you need that. You know, so sometimes you feel bad within yourself to say the next time you're gonna say, listen, I'm gonna get it good this time. I'm not gonna come and mess up on you. So you try hard and harder each time. Yeah. But he's on top of you. Yeah, and we all work as a team, so that's what it is.
I think I did the classes. I was the only one. I did classes.
You did classes? Yeah. What they do? What they do? Like, it's like an exercise.
I did TV and film, and with Mark Stolzenberg, and what he'd do is give you a script, and the camera's always on you. From the moment you step in to the moment you leave, the camera's on you, and he's just training you from there. Yeah, where your eyes should look. Where you should not look, and like different tips and stuff like that, and how you should just be the character basically. And that's what I did. I started off and I did off Broadway, and I met him like he said through Gotham, and just been little by little, step by step building like that.
So you guys you season 2, like you taking acting classes? No. So you guys is like the only season guys?
Well, I wouldn't call myself season.
Shit, you been on Gotham, goddamn. You been on a whole goddamn Batman.
You trying to give me some speed.
You had a whole bad seasoning for me. That's Larry's right there. Fuck is you talking about? That's Larry's.
I'm not trying to raise my ego up at all.
Yeah.
That's Larry's. That's Larry's.
We still getting our feet wet, trying to get the doors open. That's what it is.
Yeah, so are you helping the other cast members when they are acting? Maybe you there for a scene, and are you giving some suggestions based off of the things that you learn in these classes? Or
yeah, he do.
I help out, and I also
how he go about it? He real bossy. He bossy. Talk about it.
He's very humble. He's not bossy, but he'll help you to get what you need to get out.
So that's good.
Nah. I help others, and I also know that no matter who you are, you learn from anybody. So yeah, I'm like probably the most. I've been acting for the longest on set, but I learn from others too. Like when other actors need help, I he's like Herschel for one point. He said, "Yo, how you remember all your lines like that fast?" And I tell him like, you don't have others to read to you. You just record the other person's line, and then while you about to get to your line, you say your line in your head. So when you play the recording, it plays the other person's line is saying the line to you while you're saying your line back. So you also remember not only your line, the other actor's line.
That's the key.
I just told y'all some tips. Oh, y'all better pay me $5.
And that gotta be dope for you to have not only the actors be good at what they're doing, but also participate in how it comes out. So how does that make you feel?
Oh, I feel good, man, because everyone pretty much works together as a team. When we get on set, it's just fun, you know what I mean? Even I'm always like, nah, okay, let's do this, let's do that. But we understand that we need to keep on track, but we understand that everyone is comfortable around each other. If you're not, I catch it at the corner of my eye and I make adjustments because, as I said, we don't have no crazy budget, no whatever is popping, but for people to come and at least enjoy the environment that they're in, that's the least I can provide so we could keep pushing. And I always say this is not the only project we're gonna do. This is just the first, because Sons of Kingston on GetThisMovie.com. So the future is wide open for all this stuff to be on GetThisMovie.com.
And I commend you guys. Like, I really appreciate people of color, you know what I'm saying, coming together and making dopeness happen. And not only just putting it out there, a lot of people are forgetting the business behind it. And I'm glad you had this movie. I can't never get that.
Miami's teaching us the business part. Like,
Miami?
He's teaching us, the director, he's teaching us the whole business part of it.
So did you go to like school and all this to get like the
filming?
Or this is just like the natural hustle in you?
I mean, it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
I went to school for business,
Okay.
so I have a degree in that. But as far as the art stuff, I've always just liked art, like music. And then it goes further in when I became more conscious of stuff, saying the reason why, the black culture in a sense is a little bit fucked up is because we don't really control our image. We always got to go to someone to get their approval to put stuff out, or they fund it. So if you funded it, then you get to say what it is, the final product is. So when I started realizing stuff like that, I was like, oh shit, I need to learn this, need to learn that.
Or like when you do see Jamaicans, it's like a small, or like it's overly Jamaican. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Oh, absolutely.
Like you be like, come on, her accent is too thick, like we can't. Or it's like every other, like come on, you know what I'm saying? Like it's over the top. I don't know, maybe because it's a smaller part, but it's not like a whole thing together.
Trying to make up for.
To make up for everything else, so she's doing the absolute utmost, but then it's like, okay,
that was something
it's
too.
almost disrespectful to.
Yeah, it's very insulting. Like when you see something that doesn't come across authentic, and then it got kind of corny. Like when you watch when there'll be like one big show like every 5 years, something from the Caribbean. Like me, I like Belly. That's my favorite hood joint. Then then you have your shotas, and it's like, okay, what else?
What else? Oh, what's in between that?
And that's corny because there's so much people who love the culture, and you see the influences of the culture in other things, but you're saying we can't put out at least one good movie every year.
Because you can't tell me I ain't Jamaican when I'm in the spots. Let me get that roll tea. I be trying to have the accent. No disrespect, but I love it. Like, I love it so much. Like,
the energy,
energy, the food, the everything. Like, what was the thing we went to with the free fish and all of that? Memories?
Fish fry?
Oh my! It had the whole fish with the eyes. I had to peel.
No, I like fish. The head, everything.
Everything. It was actually good. I think a little brain just went in my throat, but it was okay. It was all right. I fucks with it. I swear to God. I had to, and I think I got the science behind eating a whole fried fish. You gotta peel the bone. You gotta peel it, because usually people just dig into it and then it. But it's a science. You gotta slice it a little bit on the side, lift that skin, you can eat that. You gotta peel the whole, voila. Then you have the whole fish boneless, and it's so good, right?
Especially the steamed fish. When they had the steamed fish and the okra and stuff, you get it.
Yeah.
Which one you had, the fried or the steam?
The fried. It was fried.
You gotta try the steam one.
The steamed fish?
The head is even better than the steam one.
So the brain juice is even more popping?
The eyes are like,
oh my God, the eyes. I think my vision got better too. I swear to God. I'm not even lying. I think my vision got better. But they say fish is brain food. So if you eating the brains and the eyes too.
No, I'm telling you, the steam one, the okra.
That's that O3 Omega.
I love it.
Y'all don't know nothing about that. It's a whole new lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. Y'all gotta get up on it. So what is next? Tell everybody what day it comes on in the week and stuff like that. Give the real information to those who may not have seen Sons of Kingston, where they could find it, and what night it comes on, and what they can expect for the next episode.
I'm gonna let Bankster, know everything. Tell them about what day we drop and when we drop and how we do.
Every 20th of the month.
Okay.
Exclusively on GetThisMovie.com.
Exclusively.
And if you want to be cheap, you can watch the preview on YouTube.
So one thing I wanted to ask y'all, I'm so sorry going back into it. Like, so y'all y'all record and then put out, or like y'all did or everything at once and then y'all drop it? So how does that process work of editing and everything?
Yeah, that right there. All right, when we started, it was just like, okay, let's just do it and let's just see what happens. And then season 2 came around. The goal was to do everything and then let it drip out as the month goes. But you know, it's very tough to film everything in advance, to have a certain schedule and film everything in advance, because as I said, when you're not dealing with a crazy budget, it's hard to just have people for week after week consecutively. So now the reason why we do it every month is to not overwhelm people's schedule, because they also have other things that they're doing in their life, and they're not being compensated so much. So just be respectful of that. We just need you 1-2 days out the month, and we release our episodes like that. And I'm giving y'all my formula.
You know, of the other people though, that's like really dope, because you know, a lot of people, especially in the web series, you got to, or fuck it, you ain't in it. Like, and the fact that you take that all into consideration, people's personal lives, they may have 9-to-5s, families, you know, things like that. That's really amazing.
That's what make this, like, I've noticed this a week ago. After being on this show for a whole year, some change, I noticed a week ago. What make this so different from any other series that I've even been on was, it's sort of like theater for me, because we film on the go, so it's like more pressure to get it done, because if we don't get it done, then the next week when it's time to put out the episode, what we have for the people. So it's sort of like, they're like, this is when we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it this, then we're gonna film this week, and then the following week we're putting out the episode. Yeah. So it's like we have to be on point.
And we're not perfect either. We've had months where it didn't come out this day, came out the next day, and when that happens and everyone knows why, it's because of this person. It's kind of like they get a stare down, like fucking.
And it's like awkward a little bit.
It's very awkward because you slacking. We made it here and you not here, and we don't want to hear your excuses, because excuses
and that wasting
are
everybody else's time.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
that's something I push to. You're wasting everyone else's time. You know what I mean? We're all here for a reason. We've all given up stuff, you know what I mean? Like, when I see people have like death in their family and they're like, yo, I'm still coming to do this and then take care of that after, it makes me be like, wow, like, you know, like, thank you. So when I hear someone say, give me like an excuse, like, I missed the bus, and I'm like what? All right, we gotta kill you.
You gotta came better than that. Like, that's shame on you. At least if you're gonna lie, make that shit ill. Like, word.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a Deborah. Word, it was a Deborah. Yeah. You know, make it.
Because people forget, like, acting is not like a regular, you work in a department store where someone else could pick up your shift. No. If your face is not there, it's not happening. And then you gotta try and reschedule everyone else who's supposed to be in it, and then it gets tough. You know what I mean? So that's why it's very important. We need people. I get people who are consistent. You know, I need consistency. Forget any and everything else. I just need people that are gonna show up, because once you're there, you're able to take advantage of the situation. If you don't show up, then hey.
Amen. And I appreciate it. We kind of pressed for time.
Oh yeah.
I'm so sorry. What time? Time check? Can I get a time check? Yeah. 9:56. I'm about to say, Jesus Christ. I was about to say, I'm so sorry. We gotta come back and do this again. And
thanks for having us.
But I do, before we leave, that's why I'm trying to cut it, because I need some like bars. I need some musical things, because I know y'all do more than act. So I need it, and you love entertainment, and I need some of that entertainment. And I think we should just get right into it. Can we just get right into it? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Can I get some of that cream? We're going to pay homage to Wu-Tang. 25 years of cream. Get the money. Dollar bill, y'all. I think that's fitting. Sons of Kingston in the building. Amazing web series. Make sure y'all check them out. Wait, before we get to that, you got it queued up, engineer? Before we get that poppin', tell them again where they can find and see Sons of Kingston.
Yo, if you want to watch a hot urban Caribbean web series, make sure you check out Sons of Kingston on getthismovie.com. We drop a new episode every month. You can keep up with
on the 20th.
On the 20th of every month, you can keep up with all our happenings. Amen. At Sons of Kingston on Instagram. That's SONSOFKINGSTON. You know what I mean? Exactly the way your teacher told you to spell
$199 a month, $21.99 a year.
Yeah.
So make sure you subscribe. And Selector, hit me, Selector. Let's get it. Yes.
Yeah. Yo, Sons of Kingston representing Detective Hogan, a.k.a. Switch, a.k.a. Tony. We rocking out right here. Feeling it. Woo Wednesdays. Gotta rock out. Wu-Tang. Much respect. Respect to Young Dirty. I got a track with Young Dirty, too, out there. All right, check it. Yo. Hold up. Yo. I'm an exact replica of none that I'm second to. Make it look worse than Shrek of the Dress, getting an enema. In the event of an airstrike, I grab a mic and dog fight. I last a fortnight. I make it ask him all right. Upstairs, well, up there, well, sometimes I don't care. I'm so rare. I freestyle my phone, write it on a notepad. I can't forget that. So my next rap adapts to the setting that I hatch. In the new batch, it's like gremlins. I'm assembling a second skin with rhymes packed so tight. It's like everyone is checking in. I peppered it with riddles and sizzles. I'm off the griddle. Even Satan is hating, cause I won't rock the fiddle. And you could bet a gold one. I'm more refreshing than a cold one. This is so fun. But who's gonna stop me? No one.
Yeah.
And let's get it.
Jamaican dancehall artist called Deco and Reggae. Sons of Kingston, make sure you log on to getthismovie.com and watch it. What me say? Say some of them no real. Say them a smile in front your face at top, about them rate you. But them no rate you. No, some of them no real. Say them eating from the start, but that no shake you.
Get it.
And that motivate you. Yeah, me say them no one. Fi see you step up in a life. Fi drive the big Benz and ride the big bike. Cause you start of your things, them a talk, so you hype. One day if them sleep good at night, them bad mind. For the things where you wear, and bad mind for the car where you steer, and bad mind for the money where you share. Them a true we live in the ear, some of them no real.
Fire.
Say them a smile in front your face. Let me say.
Let's get it. That was dope. That was dope.
Yeah.
See, we bring it to y'all every freaking Wednesday. Make sure y'all check out Sons of Kingston. Amazing. The crew is amazing. I can't wait till the 20th of February. Let's get it. And everybody out there, hug somebody. And like I was saying before, if y'all was listening to Hot Topics, stop letting them play our leaders. Stop letting them play our legacies and our stories and our narratives and pervert it. Because these people are amazing. What if they did that to one of y'all?
Exactly. That's why we're not trying to
What
let
if they
them
try
do
to
that,
shut
man.
y'all down over some dumb shit and Sons of Kingston to be no more? I can't have that. Fuck you
can't have
talking
that.
about?
No, see, we have
It
this
was
bad
a-
man zinc on the show.
But Clyde, don't make me go there. And it was another amazing week. And thank you guys for coming out and showing
Thanks for having
love
us,
to
man.
the
Thank you
live
for
ass
having us.
show.
Thank
This interview was amazing, and we up off this. Salute, y'all.
Salute.
Big up, big up.
Wow.
Yeah.